So, ever since I was a child, I've been a fan of YouTube. I even had my own YouTube channel, but because of embarrassment, I will never show that to you guys. But the point is that contemporary generation's pastime usually consists of watching YouTube. So, here I'll show you some data that will prove that YouTube is a hobby for our generation. 6 out of 10 internet users use YouTube. And considering that there are 3.17 billion internet users, it's a lot. And 58% of adults watch comedy videos, and since most comedy videos fall in the range of satire, then we can conclude that it is a great way to reach your audience. So, the question is, what type of satire attracts more viewers? So, in order to examine these videos, you have to start from the root, which is its content. Satire entails the use of mockery in order to prove a corrective. In the case of social satire, it mocks social issues in order to promote social corrective. And in the case of political satire, it mocks political issues in order to promote political corrective. So, one of the most prominent figures of satire today is Stephen Colbert. As shown by this McLennan quote, his relevance today and his impact today on political satire has made it so that now people go to his satire show in order to get news. So this relevance, it's also very impressive. So why is it relevant? Well, it gathers the attention of half of the YouTube audience. So it is a great way to attract viewers, but there is still a question to be answered. Which type of satire attracts more viewers? Now, there is this situation, two people, both of them are YouTube channel owners. One of them represents social satire, the other one represents political satire. Now, they're both trying to give arguments to why their point is right, so I just tell them, give me your arguments. John says, well, social satire will attract more viewers since it covers the whole comedy-seeking audience base. And Mary says that the political satire audience is going to be more broad because it not only attracts comedy-seeking audience, but the political satire also attracts political-seeking audience, as said by the Stephen Colbert quote. So now I tell to them, let me explain my research. So I tell John, and Patricia de Silva says in her article, YouTube versus Satirist, that Hitler videos attract a lot of views and that most of them consist of social satire. So I'm going to show you part of the video just so you get a feel about what these videos are. Okay, there's an ad.
Are we going to view it here?
Oh, maybe we will. But, well, just he's screaming and you can see from the subtitles. It's pretty extreme. Okay. So, the point is that originally this scene is from a Hitler movie where he's trapped in a bunker waiting for his imminent defeat. So, what do these parody makers do in order to make it a social satire? Well, they change it in order to target specific social problems. Here they're targeting racism, and in another video they target game addiction in the Xbox Live one. And so these three videos fall under the range of social satire, and on average they have 4,500,000 views, and due to its high view count we can account that it is very relevant for attracting views. Now, I tell Mary, in Public Relations Review by Jose Luis Garcia, they discuss videos by Nandos, which are political satires mocking South African governments. Now, in this video, well, you may not understand it since it's not from here, but the point is that they're mocking the Mugabe, which is a political dictator, and they're comparing him to Gaddafi and other dictators from the Middle East. So, Also, you won't be able to hear this. The music is pretty funny, but he's reminiscing on his dead friends.
I think it's even funnier with other people.
Yeah. I'll show you this one. So basically they're saying, don't eat alone, eat Nando's. Well, Nando's uses this and you can see it's very effective. And that's not the only video they have. They also have another one, which is about Julius Malema, and they make him a puppet. So, and they make him a puppet controlled by someone else, and you can like see that they're like they're using him as a metaphor for politicians that are controlled by factors and corporations and things. So, taking into consideration that 1.8% of the South African population has a computer, and there are 53 million South Africans, we can see that since most people who watch this video are going to be South Africans, that it's very proficient in reaching its intended audience. And on average, they have 1,100,000 views. So now I'm going to show some of my personal research I've done. And I chose two videos from Key and Peele on political satire, social satire, and one of each from College Humor. Now, this is a social satire. Well, this one you won't understand since you can't hear it. But basically, they're saying that if this was done before the legalization of gay marriage, but they're saying, well, if you don't legalize gay marriage, we're gonna marry your girlfriends, and they're gonna love it because we're gonna do everything with them. And this other video, well, since you can't hear it, I won't even show it. But the point is that they show Barack Obama smoking weed and like saying, in this party we have to have a diversity in the women department, and it is imperative that we acquire women. And well, the point is that on average, social satire has 35.5 million views, and political satire has 18.6 million views. And now we can start to conclude on whether social or political satire is more proficient in acquiring views. So in conclusion, the right person is John. Because from these view counts, you can very clearly see that social satire has a lot more ability to go viral. And social satire has 4.1 million views on average. Political satire has 6.7 million views on average, and that's without counting the 80 million outlier by Key and Peele. If you take that into account, it's a landslide. So I think we can say that social satire has a lot more potential to go viral.